Hi everybody, it's Anne here from positivelypapercraft.co.uk and welcome to my new series, which is Craft Season Sunday. So I thought, there's a lot of craft fairs on at the moment and I'll be doing some myself soon, so I thought it would be great to bring some cute little stuff to make, so hopefully it'll give you some ideas and things. Pardon me. Now today I've only got a prototype to show you, and it's this sweet little box, and it opens up like this, and then there's also a sweet little drawer that you can pull in and out like that, and I just think it is so cute. And it isn't my idea, this is an idea from a lady, I hope I can pronounce her name right, Hannelore Drews, and I'm going to put the link to the lady's video in this description of this video. Okay, so what you're going to need to make it, I'm going to do this one in Tranquil Tide and some of the fresh florals DSP even, and it's all going to be in centimeters, because that's what the lady did hers in. So you need a piece of card which is 8 centimeters by 14 centimeters. You need a piece which is 4 centimeters by 11.4 centimeters. You need a piece for your drawer, which is 7.8 centimeters by 7.8 centimeters. And you need some DSP, which is 4 by 13.5 centimeters, and 2 tiny ones which are 4 centimeters by 1 centimeter. Okay, so take the large piece of DSP, the 8 by 14, and we're going to score it. So on the long side you want to score it at 2 centimeters. So 2 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters, oops, score not cut, and 12 centimeters. So you should end up with that. Okay, take your 4 centimeters by 11.4 centimeters. Whoopsie, we've missed a score line on this one. On the short side we also need to score it at 2 centimeters on each side. So I'm just using the 2 centimeters on that side to make it a bit easier to score. So there we go, you should have that. And then take the other bit, and we need to score on the long side at 1.2. So I'm going to use this side, then turn it round so it would be facing the right way if we scored it at 1.2 that way, but it's a bit tricky. So 1.2, 5.2, and 6.4, and 10.4. Okay, so you should end up with that. Is that right? Just seems the size seems a bit wrong. Yeah, I knew I've cut this wrong. It should be 11.4 like I said, but I don't know why I've cut mine too short. So let's do that bit again. So it's got to be 11.4 by 4. centimeters. Yeah, I'd cut that wrong, so sorry, I'm going to do that again. So it's 1.2, score at 1.2, 5.2, 6.4 and 10.4. There we go, that's better. So that's that. And then your little drawer, I'm going to reinforce this because on the one the lady made it wasn't reinforced and I thought it was a bit flimsy, so I've reinforced it. So you want to score all four sides at 1 centimeter and 2 centimeters. Okay, so 1 and 2 centimeters. And just do that on all four sides. Okay, so that's what you should have for your little drawer. Your DSP, I've already given you the measurement for that because we don't really need to score that. We can just wrap that round the little box. Okay, so we're going to fold and burnish these, if I can find a bone folder. So we just fold and burnish them. Okay, take your scissors and I'm going to cut this away here. Let's just say this will be the front of my little box. This will be the lid piece, and then I'm going to cut up here. And this one here, turn it round and do the same with these. Okay, and then these here, we're going to take quite a bit off because I'll show you in a second. So make sure you do this on what would be the front closing piece of your little box, because when it opens like that we need them to be quite small so they don't get in the way. So that's that. I'm just going to get rid of these little scraps. The bit that will hold our drawer, we just need to fold and burnish that. There's no cutting involved. Okay, so our little drawer, I've done loads of reinforced boxes before, so you should have a good idea of how to do them now. Alright, so I'm just going to cut up here. I'm really sorry if you can hear a squeaky noise constantly. It's because we've now got what you call fancy mice. We've got two little fancy mice. They're absolutely tiny and they're so cute. And one of them in particular, which they're called Cherry and Blossom, because of cherry blossom tree, because they come from the Japanese, I think, fancy mice. So that's why my daughter called them that, but they're so sweet. And Blossom just loves going on a little wheel, but it's developed a squeak. So if you can hear a little squeaking noise, that's what it is. It's little Blossom on a wheel. But they are just so sweet, and they're really friendly as well. I mean, they're only small, they're only babies, but even so they still won't get very big. But they're just adorable. They're so cute. Alright, so that's what you should have now for your little drawer. Okay, so we're going to put our little box together. So those two flaps here need to get glued to there so that we've got our little lid free. Okay, so I'm going to put some Tombow on these little flaps. And we're going to stick these together. And you can just run your bone folder over there just to make sure they're secure. So your little box is going to go in like that. Now if you find it doesn't push all the way in, if you just remove a little bit more from those sides, just so you haven't got bits of card getting in the way. There we go, that's better now. So that's the top of our little box. We are going to attach our little drawer together. So just pop a bit of Tombow on there. Just that round like that. You can attach that way. And I just think this box is so cute. I saw it the other day and I thought, oh God, I have to make that. It's adorable. And wait till you see what we're going to put in it. That's even more adorable. And then this will just simply glue onto the bottom of here. Okay, so I'm going to pop some glue on the bottom of this box, and then I am going to glue it on here. Just try and get it nice and straight and even if you can. Whoopsie, dropped it off. Just press it down like that while you're getting it to stick. So up to now we should have that, okay, your little box with your little slot for the drawer. And the little drawer, just need to put some glue on our little tabs. and just pop this together. Okay, and then you also want some glue on the underside of these here, just so you can stick them down and reinforce the little drawer. But before I do that, I should have done it before I stuck it together actually, because I wanted to make a little hole and I've left it. Before you stick it together, you want to punch a little hole in for your drawer so you can actually open it. I might be able to get it apart actually and do it then. Sort of kind of ruined it now, but if you just put your little, I've got a 1/2 inch hole punch here, and I just want to just punch that out for your drawer. So we'll get this back together now. And then it makes the sweetest little drawer, which will slot in there. How cute is that? Okay, so our DSP, what we are going to do is it's going to stick onto here, okay, and then round there, and then it will go all the way around the box. Just press it down like that and you'll find that you can run it over with your bone folder, and then also round the back. Like that. Okay, so I'm just going to press them in and just give them a burnish where I've actually pressed it in and folded it. Okay, and then we're just going to pop some Tombow. Oopsie, the little balls fell out. So I wouldn't, actually if we put glue on there, it's not gonna, it's gonna glue the drawer together, so that's a bit daft. Let's see what we do with this here. So glue this onto here. Like this. And then just pop a bit of glue on here, because we don't want to glue it to the drawer, and then a bit on the bottom. How cute is this little box? It's just adorable. And then I have got 2 little pieces which are going to go just on here. So a little bit of Tombow on there. I knew I'd drop it that way down. Okay, and then one on the other side. Okay, and the best way I think to close this is with a little magnet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got some of these little magnets that I've used loads. I'm going to attach one inside and then one on the inside this way with some glue dots. So I am going to attach them and I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so there's my little magnet. I've popped one in there and I've popped one down in there, and it just now closes nice and securely. And what I've made for the inside is, well, you'll remember when I used the quilt builder framelits and I said this one makes like a little ribbon spool. So what I did was I cut out 5 of them and then I wrapped some twine round and made, which they actually hold quite a bit surprisingly, I made some gorgeous little twine samples. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep them in my little drawer, and the drawer is so much better now, it's reinforced. So I'm just going to pop my little samples in. You could probably even fit a few more in there actually. I mean, how cute are them? Little ribbon sample, twine samples in there. And then just some buttons that I've got, which are Stampin' Up, but I believe they're retired now. And the little buttons are just going to go in the top like that. I mean, how gorgeous is that? So sweet. And then using the Season of Glitz bows, I'm going to take, will I use white or green? Green. So I'm going to take a little green bow and I'm going to pop that on the top, and I think these would be great for craft fairs because it's a sweet little box, but also you've got the sweetest little gifts inside it too. There we go. How adorable is that? So you've got your little drawer, which has got your tiny little twine samples in, and then it opens up with the magnet, and you've got some lovely little buttons in there. Absolutely adorable. So I will put the link to the ladies' video in the description, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back again next week with loads more projects. So thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.